You need, I think, to really develop authentic enthusiasm, authentic passion, to really have some experience in that thing that you want to do. You have to really be thinking about all of the experiences that you have and the things that you enjoy doing and the relationships that you enjoy having. And it goes kind of back to choosing to be it because that's who you are and who you want to be. You want to be more intentional about being a better version of yourself.
What we're talking about with enthusiasm and passion, it's the thing that fuels your soul. It's the thing you get so damn excited about that it resonates on your face, and it's this aura, right? That's what I talk about. It's this positive energy that people pick up on. And when you find that in your life, when you find that in your vocation, when you can find that with your relationships, family, then man, it sets things into motion that you probably never thought were possible. Hello again, friends. Thank you for joining us. Another edition of Truest Fan Podcast. I'm Phil Calandra, and I'm with the host, co-host, and founder, Robb Brown. Robb, good to be with you.
Yes, it's always fun to do these podcasts, Phil. We never know what kind of trouble we're going to get into.
It's going to be fun trouble anyway. So we wanted to talk about something that I think is really important. It really gives you that, wake up in the morning excitement, and that's one word called enthusiasm. And I know you have some viewpoints on this. How does enthusiasm figure in your day-to-day, Robb?
Well, I know my best days are the days that I go about them being enthusiastic about what it is I have to do or who it is I'm going to be with. And if I choose to be, and I think it is a choice, to be enthusiastic, to be upbeat, to be excited, my days are better. The work I do with my clients is better. The relationships that I have with my family is better. But if I choose the opposite, or I maybe don't make a selection, I just let the day, kind of take me and drag me along, then they aren't as fun. They aren't as exciting. And I'm just not as good as I can be for the people that I need to be good for.
Yeah. Well, I look at that and think, well, how can I be enthusiastic and spin that enthusiasm into some positive energy, right? How do I give back to the people that I work with, my clients, you mentioned your family, my sons, just the people that I see in the elevator? Can you generate a ball of positive energy that you can hand off to somebody else? And when you're able to do that, and when you know you're doing that, then it kind of it fuels your soul, as they say. And we're not talking about, we were talking about the word passion. You hear that a lot. You want to be passionate about your work or the clients that you work with. And I think it goes deeper than that. And you had some thoughts on the word passion and maybe how it's beaten down a little.
Yeah, because I think sometimes passion and enthusiasm get twisted by this idea that we can make this arbitrary decision about what to be passionate about or what to be enthusiastic about, just like kind of picking up a stone on a path that we're walking down, say, I'm going to be really excited about this stone. And, why would you do that? You need, I think, to really develop authentic enthusiasm, authentic passion, to really have some experience in that thing that you want to do. You have to really be thinking about all of the experiences that you have and the things that you enjoy doing and the relationships that you enjoy having. And it goes kind of back to choosing to be it because that's who you are and who you want to be. You want to be more intentional about being a better version of yourself. It's just not, I'm going to be passionate about this. I made the joke to you earlier, just because you sign up for a 30-day free trial to Peloton and get a couple of good rides in, you can't be passionate about it. You have no real experience with it. Maybe, don't, maybe, in 29 days, you'll be sending the bike, back to California or wherever they come from.
Yeah, but what you're saying though is if somebody had the Peloton and they really got enthusiastic about it, 6 months, 8 months, a year from now, you could say you were passionate about your health and your fitness goals. That's very different than the short term. What we're talking about with enthusiasm and passion, it's the thing that fuels your soul. It's the thing you get so damn excited about that it resonates on your face, and it's this aura, right? That's what I talk about. It's this positive energy that people pick up on. And when you find that in your life, when you find that in your vocation, when you can find that with your relationships, family, then man, it sets things into motion that you probably never thought were possible.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And not to take the Peloton thing too far, I have several really good friends and clients who cannot go a day without their Peloton workouts. They are passionate and enthusiastic about it because it's getting them results with both their physical health and some of the interaction you can have through that. But they can say that with the wisdom of some experience of really putting that tool to work. For me, most recently, as a new grandfather of two grandsons, one of whom is now 18 months old, I think about the enthusiasm that I now have for taking my 18-month-old grandson to breakfast at Cracker Barrel once every week or two. And that might sound funny, but there's nothing more. I don't like getting up for breakfast. And in fact, most days I don't even eat breakfast. But when my schedule permits and I can send my daughter a text and say, hey, I'd love to take my grandson out for breakfast at 7:00 tomorrow morning, I'm just like, this is awesome. And I tell my friends about it and they go,
Yeah.
how could you be enthusiastic about that? And what if he gets upset and yells and screams and cries and doesn't cooperate? And I said, well, number one, he doesn't do that because he's the best grandson, one of the best grandsons ever. But number two, even if he did, that would be okay because it's about being with him and understanding that as much as anything else in this world, I want to be the best grandfather that I can be so that I can play that part that I have in making him a great young man that grows in and does big things in life. And so that's the enthusiasm that I can take to getting up and going to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. I do get a little bacon too, so that helps.
Well, I would go for the country ham on the Uncle Herschel's special there. But no, that's right. So I think what it is for people, you've discovered that. It's not some self-discovery journey. You just know intuitively, because you and Lori were great parents to the triplets, and now you know that your passion, a true passion, enthusiasm, is to be a part of these young men's life and to make sure that they're the best people that they can be. And it's understanding that. And it's unfortunate, but a lot of people don't know that. So if you're listening to our voices today and you don't know what really fuels you, what your purpose is, what your enthusiasm is going to be generated by, you need to figure that out. Nobody else can do that for you. But once you discover that, then the money, the happiness, the fulfillment, I think all those things begin to come to you. And it happens at varying stages. So some young people, it happens at a young age. And some people grow more mature by chronological time. They never figure that out. And that's a big part of success, is understanding what really fuels you. What is it that you get? We talked about the high five in the mirror in the morning. What really kind of generates you to be the best version of yourself?
Right.
And you're discovering that.
Yeah, no, those are great points, Phil. And then if we kind of relate this back to the whole concept of being a Truest fan, there are two of the lessons that really jump out to me. One is the importance of self-belief, believing in yourself. To be a Truest fan, you need to believe in yourself. And to believe in yourself, you need to be enthusiastic about who you are. And that's the high five in the mirror, doing those simple things that remind you each day, each week, of what an awesome person you are in all of the roles that you have the opportunity to play in your life, whether it's in your business or with your grandson. And then the second lesson that's really important, and this is where I think I want to encourage people, if you're looking for that simple idea to take action, is smiles and kind words go a long way. So if you're struggling to be enthusiastic, tell you what if you just put, 5 pennies in your left pocket and move 1 penny at a time from your left pocket to your right pocket every time you take during a daily interaction, whether it's on a Zoom call, walking down the street, talking to somebody that works with you, spending time with your family, you go out of your way to smile and tell somebody how much you care about them and that you're rooting for them and want to be their fan. Sounds like a hard thing to do, but do it. And I say with the 5 pennies because I think it's something that you need to, if you're going to implement a routine like that, is to make it a habit. So move those, pennies from your left pocket to your right pocket every day. If you get good at it, then you can move them back the other way. And all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you've got this habit of making people smile, and you're passing along kind words, and your enthusiasm for yourself and for them builds. It's an awesome technique.
Yeah. And when you say that, it reminds me what you always say as the truest fan, and you talk about it in the book. Those that are new to the podcast, if you haven't read The Truest Fan by Mr. Robb Brown, you need to start there. It's learning to live and love and lead with impact. I think that's the way you say it, or love, live, and lead with impact. But this is where it all starts from. This is where that positive energy, enthusiasm comes from. And you better believe, folks, that you're impacting people every single day in every single way that you interact. And, the penny in the pocket, that's a great thing. I love that. So thanks for tuning in. Robb, anything else you want to add for today?
Phil, I just want to encourage people to take the time to think about what you can do to be enthusiastic and live out your passions every day. It can just be a small thing, but take action. Take that step that's going to build, whether you're consider yourself to be an optimist or a pessimist. We can all get better.
I love it. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, be well.